Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Talk. I'm very happy to introduce our guest speaker today. Our guest speaker today is Murlindran Mariyappan. Murli has a PhD degree and he's a professional engineer. He is a professor of robotics and artificial intelligence, and he has a passion for science and spirituality. AI and spirituality, both hot fields right now. He believes that these two disciplines are two parts of the same coin. He has won many international awards in teaching, inventions, publications, and robotics competitions, including being listed in the World Books of Records in UK. All of his achievements have been inspired by his deep involvement in the study of Raj Yoga meditation for the past 27 years. He was coordinating Brahma Kumari's activities in Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, and was involved in organizing many national, regional, and international activities. Currently, he is the Brahma Kumari's representative for the United Nations in New York. So, our topic today is creating a clean and harmonious inner environment. Please note that the talk is being live streamed to Facebook and YouTube, and you can find the recording there. So, now we have robots cleaning our homes, our gardens. Today we will see how we can have spirituality clean our inner space. We encourage you to keep the session interactive. You can ask questions in person and also on Zoom. You can unmute yourself, or you can send a chat message and we can read the questions for you. So let us welcome our esteemed speaker, Murli, and hear his thoughts on today's topic. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome for this Thursday session. So, how many of you are coming here for the first time? First time. So, welcome. So, today's topic is about how we want to create a clean and harmonious inner environment, right? So before we start, let's get to know about all these things. Why we need a clean environment? What do you think? Why do you need a clean environment? Yeah. Think clearly. Okay. Now let's talk about the physical environment, right? We would like to have, everybody would like to have a clean environment, right? Why that cleanliness is important? For your health. Okay. What else? So that you don't get disease. Okay. When it's clean. When it's clean. It's peaceful. Okay. See, in the physical world, in the physical world, we always like to have a clean place, right? The main reason is that, like what you all said, the food that we take, we want it to be clean. Why? If not, we won't get stomach upset or indigestion or some sickness, right? And then the air we breathe must be clean, right? If it's polluted, what happens? Then you get some health issues, health problem. And in the place where you work or you sleep or whatever you do, it has to be clean. If not, you get sick, right? So we always want to keep things clean around us. Agreed? So now, how much we are paying attention to the external cleanliness? A lot of attention, right? We are paying a lot of attention for external cleanliness. So now the question is, are we paying enough attention for the inner cleanliness? So that's a big question. So we may not know what is inner cleanliness, right? No. So what do you think about when the topic came to your mind, no? When you get to know that this topic is being shared, what came to your mind? What actually you wanted to know? Okay. So there are two things here. One is clean and one is harmonious, right? So you want to be in harmony with yourself and you want to be in harmony with others. Okay. To start, I would like to share with you one story, a simple story. There was a person who was selling some special lemon juice by the roadside. So, he is very good in making lemon juice. And at home, his family members will always praise him for the good taste of his lemon juice. But the problem is, when he goes to the street and when he's selling this lemon juice, nobody wants to buy the lemon juice. People will come to the shop or to the stall, and then they will see, and then they will go. No? So he was thinking, why? And then he was having his doubt. Is it because my lemon juice is not good? Then he went back home and then he brought the lemon juice back home and then he served his family members to drink the lemon juice. And they're saying that that's very nice. No? If this type of juice, I tell you, it will finish within hours, it will finish. No, you need to sell for the whole day. But then, why do you think that the lemon juice cannot be sold? Why nobody wants to come in to his shop? Everything is okay. Shop is clean, lemon juice is there, everything is there, glasses are there. How can, that's a very good question. How can people know not clean? No? They can sense it. Okay. Right. What else? People will just pass by his shop, small stall, no? Just go. What do you think? What do you think can be the possibility of this lemon juice not being sold? Okay. Good. Very good point, huh? But actually it was very cheap, and he's a very pleasant person. His shop was very beautiful, stall is very beautiful, but his glass was not clean. See? See, no matter how nice the lemon juice is, how tasty the lemon juice is, if you put in a cup or a glass which is not clean, what is the result? Anybody wants to buy? No, right? So same thing, I may look very presentable, but my feelings, maybe my words are very polite, very nice, very sweet, but my intention, my feelings are not good. Then what will happen? Do you think that people can feel it? Definitely, no? She was talking about robots, right? Do you know what's the difference between why the robots are different from human beings? Because robot has no feelings. We have feelings, right? We have instinct, we have feelings, we have moral judgment, but the machine doesn't have all that. So same thing, it's the feelings. So when we talk about inner cleanliness, inner harmony, we are talking about our feelings, right? So where does this feeling come from? Is it that you inherit from birth, or you learn it when you are growing up, or you get it from here and there? What do you think? We all have feelings, right? Where it came from? It's coming from past, okay, past karma, okay. That's past karma, we won't know, right? There are few things that it is very important for us to know. You see, when I am thinking about something, I am actually creating a thought, right? Right? My thoughts are coming out from me, and then it creates a feeling, right? I speak and I put into action, and it becomes my feeling, right? So what makes me to think? Your neurons, okay. Brain makes you to think, okay, let's look at it in a very external way, When yes, the past events in your life also triggers your thoughts, right? Like if you can close your eyes and then you don't see anything, don't listen to anything, don't smell anything, still you can think because of the past events, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two is your sense organs. What you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel with your physical organs, right? And also what you feel in terms of vibrations, the energy, the energy of the vibrations. All these things makes us to think. This is something that we really need to understand. So one is from the sense organs. Another one is from the past, that record that I have. Or I can also say that not only the past experiences that I have, it is also my habits. So if I have created a very not so clean habit, and that habit will be triggered when I see something. What are the things that people like to have? Like all of us, we all like to be peaceful, right? We like to be peaceful. Do you like to be happy? Do you like to be loving? Correct. We want to be peaceful, we want to be happy, we want to be loving, right? But do you like to be angry? Do you like to have hatred towards people? Do you like to have a lot of arrogance? Do you like to have a lot of greed? We don't want that, no? But we have it, right? We have. Do you all get angry? No. We have it, no? But then the question is where it comes from. Something for us to think about, right? So that means it is there. It has become a habit for us. Okay? So why am I sharing all these things? Is that, see, these are the things that is inside me that when I am triggered from what I see, what I hear. Let me give you a simple example. We all watch movies, right? The movies that triggers you the most will be the blockbuster. If a single movie can make you cry, can make you happy, or can make you sad, can make you angry, can make you in any feelings. The more it triggers your feelings, the more you will get excited. Agree? If the movie doesn't have any feeling, it'll be a boring movie. Right? You won't watch it. So what is actually happening when you're watching all that? Do you know how habits are created? If you keep on doing it again and again, then it becomes a habit, right? Imagine I keep on watching a movie that is full of violence. So it's a movie about triggering my anger. Okay. So actually what am I doing? I'm feeding myself with the feeling of anger. The thought of anger will come. Why people are doing like this? Why the bad guys are like this? So I will create thoughts of anger. So the moment I create thoughts of anger, because I'm voluntarily watching the movie, and internally I get angry. When I get internally angry, then it reinforces my habit. So after that, after you watch the movie, everything is okay, right? Then suddenly you go back home, or the next day, or after 1 week, some incident will happen and you get angry. Then you ask yourself, why did I get angry? Where is it coming from? Then we can say, oh, because of him, he did something bad. He did like this, he did like that. Then I got angry, right? We always say that, right? The situation and circumstances influenced me and I became angry. Is it like that? That's what we say, right? But the question is, if I don't have the habit of getting angry, if that imprint of violence or anger is not in my habit, the situation and circumstances will not trigger me. I will not be affected by it. So the secret is that my inner environment has been polluted by what we call vices, no? The negative habits or negative traits. We call it, we have, the negativity can be of anger, of arrogance, of greed, of possessiveness, of intense desire, of laziness, of carelessness. All these things are, we call it the vices, no? So this has been polluting us. Why? Let's come to the more understanding about how it works. Do you like to get angry? No. Nobody likes any negativity, but we have it, right? But sometimes certain negativity is very strong in us. It has very high influence. Okay? Certain people's behavior, certain situation, circumstances, it can trigger us. Okay, you know? Or I can put it in another way, I get influenced or I get affected by it. Okay, now this is the key word that I want you to understand. To get affected by anything, and that is a trigger for your habits that you have. Okay, you can see anything actually, you can hear anything, but if your record has that experience and that experience is being reinforced again and again, now that experience is like where it's merged. So any small trigger can affect us, and that we will just behave in that way that we don't want. So how actually we want to protect our inner environment? Can you stop seeing? Can you close your eyes and walk in New York? Can you close your ears and live? No. So I have to see everything, good or bad. I have to listen to all anything, good or bad, right? I have a choice. I may avoid watching certain things which can trigger, but certain times I cannot help it, right? You have to see violence when it's happening in front of you. So you have to see it. And when people are behaving in a not a very nice way towards you, you have to see it, right? So how do I make myself not to get affected? There's one secret here I want to share with you. Okay. You see, what is happening to us is that if I want to change myself, I need willpower. Agree? Everybody needs willpower. For example, I said, okay, tomorrow I want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Very early, right? But if I really want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I must have a lot of willpower, right? I must be motivated. Motivation itself is not enough. My willpower must be strong enough that I can wake up at 4 o'clock. Anything. If you say tomorrow I want to go and do exercise, or I want to do exercise every day, regardless whatever the situation is. Or tomorrow I want to be sweet to everybody in the world, regardless whatever the situation is. If I have an aim, any aim that I have in my life that I want to implement, I need to have willpower. But because I've lost that willpower, so what happened? I am searching for something and I don't have the strength to experience or to change my habits. Okay? So what happens? I have the habit, but I don't like my negative habits. But the real thing that I really want is peace, happiness, love, right? But I don't have that experience. So what do? What do we do? Where do you get happiness? Movies. Okay. You watch movies, you'll be happy. Okay. How long can you watch a movie? 24 hours a day? You cannot watch forever, right? What else? How else will we try to do? We try to do everything to be happy, correct? Shopping, watching movies, anything, whatever things that make you happy, you will do it. But does it give you permanent happiness?
There are some answers on Zoom.
Yeah.
Exercise and create your own happiness.
Okay. Create your own happiness. But is it a permanent happiness or a temporary happiness? Example, just take, I watch a movie or I go for shopping. The moment I'm there, I'm happy. But the moment I come back home, my happiness is not there. Right? Peaceful. If I want to be peaceful, I can go to a place where there is peaceful. It's peace. But after that, when I come back to reality or my home, office, then I become peaceless. Right? I need to have love from people. So I go to a person who is very caring towards me and loves me. So I be with them, I feel loved, right? After that, it's gone, right? So basically, we are searching. If I were to put in a very direct way, we are asking. That means I'm going towards you and say, can you please give me peace? Can you please give me happiness? Can you please give me love? Can you please give me peace? Yeah, we go to person, we ask them indirectly in our mind, right? Why you want to go to a person? Because you want peace, love, happiness. You want that. That's why you go to a person. Because these things are lacking in us. And this is what we want. Actually, we are not looking for temporary happiness and temporary peace. We are looking for a permanent peace and permanent happiness. So we don't know how to get it. Let me ask you one question. If you're wearing a Casio watch, Casio watch, right? Or Rolex watch, and one day you've lost it, you will look for it, right? Will you look for a Rolex watch or a Casio watch? If you've lost a Rolex watch, which watch will you look for? Yeah, it's obvious. We look for a watch that we have lost. Same thing. If I am looking for peace, happiness, and love, that means I've lost it. And that is why I am trying to be with a person, do things, have things, so that I can have that temporary love, temporary happiness, temporary peace. Because I've lost it. Okay? And I don't have the willpower. So I am asking, you see, we have lost it, and that's why we are trained since childhood. We are trained to ask, to absorb. Do you know? We are always taking. So you all have attended maybe family function or party, right? Or you invite somebody to your house. Okay? You invite somebody to your house and you serve them dinner or lunch. How would you feel? Do you feel nice? And then somebody invites you for dinner. You go to their house. And then they serve you dinner. Do you feel nice? Which feeling is better? The first one, why? You are giving the happiness. Why? Giving is better than receiving? What do you think? Do you feel it's better to give than to take? Right? That means when I tend to give, I have more fulfillment, more feeling. That means I feel happier to give than to take and to receive. Right? You agree with this idea? Do you know why? We are meant to do that. But because we forgot about it, we are not giving, we are taking. We are taking happiness, we are taking peace, taking love. We are asking from people because we are lacking inside. It's empty inside. That's why we are taking. The moment I start to take, you know what happens? I become very sensitive to everything. To people, to situations, to circumstances, to vibrations. Because I'm always taking, I'm absorbing. Have you noticed that when you go to a place, like, okay, you go to a funeral, how do you feel? Do you feel happy? Maybe it's your friends, somebody is passed on, no? So you go to their funeral. But even though it's not related to you, you will still feel sad. Why? Everybody is sad and we are absorbing. we are taking. And when you are in a gathering where there is happiness, you automatically feel happy. Why? Because you are taking. So we are so used to take and we keep on taking. And that is why we have no willpower to select what we want to take. So if any incident happens, I will take. Even if the vibration is of violence, of anger, I will take. And that triggers my anger inside me, right? And it reinforces my anger and I get angry. If there is peacelessness, I take. And that reinforces my peacelessness inside, then I get upset. And when there's there's hatred outside, I take. That means I am actually absorbing. There are only two things you can do. You can either take or give. And we are so good in taking. You check and see. We are taking from everything, from people, from situations, from circumstances. We are taking. So we are always absorbing the vibration also, the feelings from other people, from environment. So what should we do? Now, when I am taking negative vibrations or energy, then what happens to my inner environment? It is being polluted. Like the air, the water, and the cleanliness around us, it's being polluted. So if it's polluted, the thought that comes from my mind and the feeling that I have, it is coming from a very negative environment, right? So what will happen to a relationship? Because when you are with that environment, you are communicating with people, what happens? Then it becomes sour, right? So I want to share with you some things on the screen, so we can understand that. Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah, just wait for a while.
And now we can see too.
Okay, you can see. Okay, Rao. So what we discussed, you come a bit this side if you want, right? So we have thoughts, right? Okay. So what I was sharing with you is, okay, this is our inner world, right? This is the outer world. Okay. Now, in our inner world, we create thoughts. Okay. But then our thoughts are influenced by our habits here. Right? Our habits. So we are always taking in vibrations through our sense organs. Through our sense organs, we are taking in feelings. So this will actually pollute this and create our deep impression. You see, every thought that we create, it becomes our words, right? Every word that we create, we will put it into action, right? And then this action, if I repeat this action, it will become habit, okay? So if this habit continues for a long time, it becomes my character. Now this character is what decides my destiny. Imagine a person had a thought, okay, he wants to take a drug, right? He had a thought, right? Then he says, okay, give me. Then what he'll do? He will take, right? Then it creates that habit. Then it becomes his character. He becomes a drug addict, right? Now then that decides his destiny. Okay. So if I want to stop anything from coming inside, if I want to not to get influenced by external things, sense organs or vibrations, if I don't want to get influenced, I can only do one thing. I must start to give. I must start to give. Do you know that people always speak about, no, you must have gratitude towards other people, right? Or they say that you must count your blessings, be happy with what you have, everybody talk about what. And just now, because I was sharing the story, giving or taking, you said giving is better, right? Why? Because when you start giving, you are not taking. It's only a one-way thing, It's like you cannot speak and listen at the same time. Correct? Can you? I cannot. Right? Can you eat and breathe at the same time? Either you swallow swallow the food or you breathe, right? You can either do only one thing at a time. See? Now, because we are so used of taking things, we are getting influenced by external things. So now I want to change my way of seeing things, understanding things, and we get to know that giving is better. So let us give. Now the question is, what can I give? What can I give? Can you give something that you don't have? Okay, if you have a glass of water, you put the glass of water on the table and then you pour water. So what happens to the water? It fills up the glass, right? Once it's full, what will happen if you keep on pouring? It's overflow, right? So the secret is here. When you are full, you will automatically give. Okay, when you're full, you'll automatically. There is no need for us to make effort to give. Right? So what do we really want? We really want peace, correct? We really want love, right? We really want to be happy, right? Main thing, main thing. Do you want all these things? Peace, love, happiness. So can you give this to others? If you are not full. So how to get it? These are our innate qualities. Like remember I explained to you that we were wearing a watch and we lost it. We are looking for it. That means you had the watch. Actually, we have it. That is why we are yearning for it. We want it. So how do we top it up? That is what meditation does. Do you know? When we do meditation, when you do some reflection, what we are actually trying to do is that instead of absorbing things from outside, the vibrations from outside, I'm actually going inwards within myself to experience my innate qualities. It is there inside us. That is why when you eat an ice cream, you feel happy. Why? Because that happiness corresponds to whatever you already have inside. It's like it makes sense to you, right? Imagine there is no such thing as happiness in your entire life. So whatever anybody does to you will never make you, can never make you happy. Agree? Because there's nothing inside to conform. Same thing. All these things are there inside us. But it's merged. So now we need to bring it out. I need to go inwards. That's why I said we need to spend time with ourselves. You know, you want to keep your food clean, what do you need to do? You need to spend time making sure the environment of your kitchen is clean, and then the food that you buy, you clean it properly and you cook in a clean environment, and you eat with a clean environment. Your glasses are clean so that your lemon juice will be tasty, right? Correct? Same thing. You spend time to keep the outer things clean, your environment clean, your room clean, your house clean. But how much time are we spending to keep our internal clean? You see, the whole thing about interaction between human beings is about what? It's about experiencing this, right? Expressing this, right? Everything, the whole concept of relationship is sharing peace, sharing love, sharing happiness. If somebody is sharing with you love, peace, and happiness, do you like to be with them? Yes. Agree? Do you like to be with them? Why? It's nice, right? But that's why, if you want people to be happy with you, if you want people to be having a good relationship with you, then you have to be this, right? That means you must start giving, and the other person can feel it, because everybody is taking. And if you are also taking, then who's giving? Then nobody is giving. And because nobody is giving, that is why the negativity comes in. Okay? So meditation, what actually happens during meditation is that we go inwards. We visualize that ourselves as a living being, a conscious being, and we experience our innate quality of peace. Example for peace. So the more I am experiencing peace, what happens? Like example I was giving you earlier, I was watching movie and then the thought came, right? Of violence, of anger. Now, when I'm experiencing peace, I'm creating thoughts and experiencing peace, love, or happiness, right? So the more I experience that, what happens? It strengthens, it fortifies my habit. It reinforces my character. So when this becomes very strong, when my mind or my thoughts are based on happiness or peace or love, so any thought that I create will be based on that, right? That is why when something is happening, it's when somebody makes a mistake, one person will get angry, but another person will have compassion. Then you'll be wondering why two people are behaving in a very opposite way for the same incident. Why? Because of their inner environment. Because if you train yourself to be peaceful, happy, and loving, you will see every thought that comes from your mind will be based on these qualities. And when the thoughts are coming from your mind based on these qualities, you are giving already, you're not taking. Imagine if you keep on giving, if your mind is always giving love, giving peace, and giving happiness, because you're already experiencing it from inside. And definitely your relationship will improve. You'll have good harmony with other people. And then your reaction will not be negative. Your response will not be negative. So this is something that we need to understand. Either I give or I take. So we need to decide. If I want to give, I need to top up. How do I top up? I spend time with myself to experience my innate quality. Okay? Do you have any questions you want to ask? But I need to top up to an extent that it's full, you know? See, if the glass is just quarter full, what will happen? I'll be happy for for a short period of time. Imagine the glass is like that and it's half full and this is the full, you know? So what will happen? I can give, but only this much. Then I'll be empty again. Then I'll go and ask from a person to take, right? Do you all have phones? Do you all have mobile phones? How do you charge it? Put a charger and connect to the wall or connect to the power bank, right? Can you keep on charging on the power bank? The power bank also will finish, right? But the wall's power will be there, right? Same thing. If I want to fill myself with this, I can experience my original innate qualities within myself. But I can also charge myself, you know. But in very deep meditation, we will actually connect to ourselves as a spiritual living being. And same way that how you connect to the source, you connect to the divine and charge yourself. If you don't use your mobile phone, it will be just the battery you can conserve, right? You can conserve battery. It won't drain. But if you keep on charging, what will happen? It'll always remain full, right? If it's full, what will happen? You automatically give. And it'll overflow. That is why a proper practice of meditation will allow us to go deep within ourselves, to experience our innate qualities. And then once I start to experience my innate qualities, it has the changes in my personality traits, my habits, then my ability to not to get affected by external situations and circumstances will be there. And then I will also develop the ability to connect, to recharge myself so that I can always be full and I can always keep giving. So my happiness now depends on who? Right? So imagine every day I sit down and spend time with myself to make sure that my character, my habit, my internal cleanliness is full of peace, love, and happiness. I'm always happy, I'm always loving, I'm always peaceful. So if I can spend time to do that, then automatically you can see the changes in yourself. Because these things you cannot cheat, no, you cannot hide it, no? If you are happy, you are happy. Can you hide happiness? Why? Your face will show, right? Not only your face, your eyes will show. That is why, you know, when people are not honest to us, they will not look at your eyes. You see or not? They will not look at your eyes. Why? Because the vibration that we create, when we are creating every single thought, the vibration actually is being transmitted mostly from our eyes. That's why a person, when they are sad, you can see from their eyes. Actually, you just look at their eyes, you can know. Sometimes you can feel they are sad or they are happy, you know. or their whatever feelings, whatever feelings we can catch. So you all want to be happy? So what are the things you want to do if you want to be happy? Meditate, okay. Right, what else? How else you can clean yourself? Because meditation is an important aspect. So meditation is an important aspect that allow us to have a clean mind. What else can we do? You have to consciously create the thought that you want to give. You must have the thought that you want to give happiness to people. You want to give peace to people. You want to be loving towards people. You must have conscious thought. Okay. And then another conscious thought that we need to create is, I need to fill myself up. That means the thought of giving must always be there. If any thought of taking is there, then you see, you can reverse the whole thing already. Okay, if I can take happiness from another person, I can also take sorrow from another person, right? Agree? Because you keep on taking, because you just take. If things come, I take. This come, I take. So I get affected by everything that I take. But if I'm giving, I have full control of what I give. I only give peace. I only give love. I only give happiness. Okay? Yeah. Yes.
What would you just say to somebody who has a lot of bad habits, which has created a very bad character? And there's a lot of deep, long-term stuff there. When you just tell them to, meditate, what is, how do you start to dissemble that?
Okay. Two things here, no? Okay. The first thing is,
Excuse me, could you please repeat the question? We couldn't hear on Zoom.
okay. Yeah, actually supposed to, okay. The question was, what if somebody else has a very strong habit of negativity inside them, no? How do we go about treating him or changing his habit? Okay. Clear? Correct? Am I correct? So now there are two things here. Number one is, it's about another person. It's about another person. Can you change another person? Will anyone listen to us? To a certain extent, yes, right? Maybe if you're very close, you can advise them, but will they listen to you? Will they change immediately? When you say, okay, you're getting angry, from tomorrow onwards, you should not get angry. Will they change like that?
No, you can only change yourself.
Okay. So now, but his question is very interesting. He says that he has another person who he can see that they are very much into the negativity. They have a lot of negative habits. Now, like what she was mentioning also, we can only change ourselves. But the secret is this. Everybody who is negative, do you think that they want to be negative? Do you think a person with a character of anger or arrogance or violence, he wants to be like that? He's happy being like that? No. Because deep inside him, he wants to be peaceful, loving, and happy. Agree? Okay. So now, if I change myself to be very loving, very peaceful, very happy, I do not get affected by him or her, right? Now that person, of course, you may feel that he's ignoring you or he's responding in a very negative way towards you, but he is also watching you, right? He's watching you And he is actually getting that vibration of peace, love, happiness from you, because you are transmitting now. You're not taking his negativity and getting upset, but you are transmitting love, happiness, and peace. Now he can see that, right? Now that vibration will actually influence him little by little. It's like how you're watching a movie. That movie can trigger your original violence, right? Your violence that you accumulate for some time, right? It can trigger your violence. Same thing. If that person is watching you being peaceful, happy, and loving, that can also trigger his original habit. Now that habit can be triggered, and he will somehow deep inside, he will feel that what he is doing is not right, and he will have something that he want to change. But our vibration and our good wishes and pure feelings actually really can help a person, no matter how bad they are, because every even individual, every living being is innately good. Was he born as a bad person? Can you take a baby and say this baby is a bad baby? You cannot say that, right? Correct or not? When you grew up, of course, because of environment, the people you mix with, and maybe some old habits or whatever, the character can change, right? But originally, innately, the three main things are there, right? So we should never give up, because how can we be changed? Only by doing this, right? We can change ourselves. So same thing, he can also change by we giving it to him. Once he has that deep realization that he wants to change, then he will come and talk to you. He will come and tell you, say that, I'm always angry towards you. How come you're so peaceful? Have anybody asked you that? No? People have asked me, why people are so nasty towards you? Why are you so nice to them? I said, it doesn't cross my mind to be nasty towards them, because I'm not affected by whatever they are doing, and their behavior doesn't affect me because I'm always giving. See, I'm not taking. If I'm taking, I get affected. I'm giving. Okay? So start to give, and you can definitely see changes. But you have to be patient, because you see, it's very important also, how much are you giving? Is your glass empty or full? So I need to train myself to make my glass full. Then the moment it's full, I don't need to worry about giving. It will automatically give. Okay. That is why we spend time coming to a place like this, a meditation center. We sit in meditation so that we can spend time with us to experience these innate qualities. So we need to learn the proper technique of meditation so that we can do it in a proper way. You can, like, people say, can you learn swimming from reading a book? You take a book and say, okay, this is the way to swim, and okay, now I know how to swim. It doesn't work like that. I need to come and learn properly the technique, and then I practice. What makes it full? Your practice. Because these are something to do with your mind. We are so trained to take, we must train to give. In order to give, I must make myself full. So that is the essence of today's sharing, how to keep our internal self clean by giving. Right? Any other questions that you have? Or in this meditation center, they offer classes, free lessons on how to meditate. You can check on the flyer later, and then you can come and join the meditation session. Then you can take classes, basic lessons about the self. Because the meditation is an art. It's actually an art. Any art, you need to learn the theoretical part, and then also you need to learn the proper technique to do it. And then you need to practice. So when you're learning and practicing, once you're good at it, then you can do it on your own. See? Yeah. Me. Okay, I meditate in the morning, maybe around an hour in the morning. I wake up very early. And then in the evening, maybe half an hour in the evening. And if I walk to work, right? My whole walking journey will be a meditation. And the meditation that we learn here is an open eye meditation. Open eye meditation. And when your eyes are open and you learn how to meditate, that means, you see, we are facing people with our eyes open, right? So meditation is actually experiencing your innate qualities. So if I can experience with my eyes open, then I can do anything with my eyes open and I can be in meditative state. That means I can speak to someone with my mind peaceful. I can walk with my mind peaceful. I can cook with my mind happy in a meditative state. And that creates vibration, right? So it practice. Some people ask me how long it takes for you to really meditate. Do you have this question? I can ask you the same question. How long does it take for you to learn how to swim or play badminton or play a sport? How long it takes? What determines that time, duration? What decides how long? Yeah, everyone's different. What decides the duration? Effort. You see, how often are you practicing it? So the more you practice, the more you become good at it, the faster you can learn. Like riding bicycle, no? The more you have the interest you want to learn, and then you practice it, and then the more you practice it, you become good at it, and then you become skillful. Same thing like meditation. It's not about how long, it's how much you want and how much are you doing it. Okay? What is your takeaway point today?
Question, how does somebody know when their glass is full?
How do somebody know if their glass is full? Okay. You see, it's their feeling. A person will always have that feeling that they don't want from outside. They are always feel that they are giving. That means if I am thirsting to get happiness from people or things or situations, then I know my glass is not full. But if I am not having that urge of wanting happiness from a person or from a thing or from a situation, then I know my glass is full. You will know something inside, no? Cannot be explained in a very physical way. No? You will know deep inside. Because you know you are taking or giving, right? Every time we can check. Now you are conscious about it, right? You can check. Okay? So what do you learn? What do you learn? Any points that you have you want to practice, or what do you learn from today's sharing? Okay. Yourself?
Yeah, I'd say, you guys take something, you guys look at it, better give.
Instead of begging, you give. Yeah. Mhm. Better meditate, right? Anybody from the Zoom who wants to share what's their takeaway point today?
This is one message. Be a giver by recharging yourself. One more has come. Meditate daily to fill yourself with peace. Then you will be able to give love and peace to everyone.
Okay. So what we are going to do now, we're going to do a short meditation, right? Okay. So sit relax. So breathe in slowly and deeply. And breathe out. When I breathe in slowly and deeply, my whole body is becoming relaxed. I breathe in slowly and deeply and breathe out according to my own pace. My breathing is connected to my thoughts. The slower I breathe, the lesser I think. So if I take deep breath, I automatically slow down the speed of my thoughts. I bring my awareness to a point on the center of my forehead. I keep my eyes slightly open and rest my eyes on the point in front of me. I visualize myself as a point of light in the center of my forehead. I am a star. I am the living being in my body. And my original nature and qualities are peace, love, and happiness. I am peace. My original nature is peace. I am happy. My original nature is happiness. I am love. My original nature is loving. I visualize I'm a point of peace. And I hold on to this feeling of peace. I am a peaceful being. And this peace is vibrating from the center of my forehead to all around my body. This vibration of peace is emanating from the center of my forehead to the surrounding around me. I hold on to this feeling of being peaceful and giving peace to myself and to my surroundings. I am a peaceful being. I breathe in slowly and deeply and maintain my awareness of a peaceful being in the center of my forehead. I am peace. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us today, right? I hope you have taken some benefit and start doing something new, right? Okay.
Do you have every Thursday these classes?
Yeah.
Is this same link, same time?
Yeah. Every Thursday we have this session. Yeah.
Okay. So first I am every Thursday here, but the first time I see you, so I thought probably something new started and I didn't register. Yeah. Okay.
And also, do you have the recording so you guys can send me probably or no?
Yeah. You can, yeah. She can answer all your questions.
Yes, let's first thank Murli. This was such a clean, beautiful session. We learned what is really is the meaning of making our inner selves, inner environment clean. We need to have peace, love, and happiness, and that's it. And the way is to meditate. We make our environment clean, and we also help others to make their environment clean. And well, we got a beautiful taste, even what we heard, and we also got the vibrations of peace and love from Murli. Yeah. So thank you very, very much. And yes, we have these sessions every Thursday. Next Thursday's session is meditation to detox your mind. So it's a nice series. Also, every weekday at noon, there is a Power Boost meditation, which is online on Facebook and YouTube channels. So we also have a website where you can go and check out the details of the sessions, upcoming programs, and the website and the YouTube channel and Facebook channel. So I will put the website here on the chat. You can take it from there. And yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to
Yes,
ask.
please. I would
Yes.
like to know if you guys have this recorder so I can listen to this again, if that would be okay.
Yes, definitely.
I thank you.
Also, can you send us a link to register, please?
Yeah, please go to the website. Just hold on one second.